Well, it's an incredible place. The first time that I came to the O Street, the mansion was being dedicated on the Civil Rights Trail. And Mrs. Parks staying here at the mansion, even right in this building, and was part of the historical understanding of Mrs. Parks. So as I worked with Mrs. Parks's collection at the Library of Congress, it was something that came up for me to come to. I also worked with the Rosa and Raymond Parks Institute, and of course, the O Street Mansion was very central to how they approached their DC work. So yeah, it's a very special place, like you said, and the people that have been here, of course, have been a wide range of historical and creative figures. But Mrs. Parks came here at a very particular time in her life. She was just assaulted in Detroit, and because of Mr. Willis and H and Ted, Mrs. Parks stayed here, and I think that that was a delicate part of her eldership. And those who want to know about Mrs. Parks want to actually put together a framework of her character by knowing something about the people that she touched and the places that were important to her. And the O Street Mansion was really an important place for her to find a sanctuary, peace, for her to find protection, and for her to continue to do her work in the DC area with many of the programs that are here. And it turns into a bigger picture of who Mrs. Parks was. Mrs. Parks is an interesting historical figure because many of us leave her in the she refused to give up her seat area. And that is quite a phenomenal area, as the mother of the civil rights movement is what people speak to her about because of that. But she was also so much more. Her collection points to that. And I find it really interesting that in her early work with the NAACP, she investigated sexual assaults against women. And of course, in her life, there's so much of a big picture of how this issue is still so central to how a progressive democracy would move forward. So this is where we are today. Scholars find it really interesting. As the picture unfolds, more is to be found out about Mrs. Parks and the power of her strength and humility and love. And the O Street really helps to preserve that.